Okay. All right. Today we're going to be doing a kindergarten math lesson. So you have to think and act like 5-year-olds to the best of your ability. And we're going to be counting to 100 by tens. Our objectives are to be able to name the numbers from 0 to 10, or 0 to 100 in tens. The purpose for this is to help recognize the patterns that are in counting. Also prepare you for future math lessons that you will use these kind of things in your other classes. And then real life situations, for example, counting money. If you count certain kinds of money, you might need to know how to count by different numbers. And then our essential questions to think about for the rest of the lesson is, when counting to 100, is it faster to count by ones or by tens? And then, is there a pattern when you count by tens? And if so, what is the pattern?
Okay, so we have these hundreds charts for you. Do you want to read them? Okay. So we asked you, if you think that counting by tens is faster or slower than counting by ones. What do you guys think? Do you guys think it would be faster to count by tens?
Yeah.
No? All right, well, we're going to show you. It's okay, whatever you guys think, we're going to show you. If you look at these, all right, kids, students, kindergartners, all right, we have these hundreds charts, and if you look, that's a lot of numbers, right? You're seeing a lot of numbers on this paper. But the ones we have circled are actually the ones we're going to use. That's a lot less, correct? So it's actually going to be a lot faster to count to 100 by tens. Now, for this lesson, it's important for you to know the names of all of these numbers. So we're going to go through that right now. What we have up here, what are these? We all know these numbers, right? Yeah. They're just our regular counting numbers that we've learned, our ones, right? Yeah. Okay. So there's actually a really easy little trick to remember when turning these numbers into tens numbers. And that's all you do is you add a 0 to these regular counting numbers. See, we know this number. What number is that? 10, right? Yeah, we all know that one. This number is 2 just by itself. But when we add a 0, it becomes 20. So if we add a 0, 2 becomes what? 20. All right, and then we move on to 3. And we add a 0, and it becomes 30. What does it become? 30. Good job. All right. Then we move on to 4, and we add a 0, and it becomes the number 40. What is it? 40. All right, thank you. Then 5, if we add a 0, that's 50, right? What is it? 50. All right, and we're already halfway to 100. Look how quick that is. 6, we add a 0, it becomes the number 60. Repeat that for me. 60. All right. 7, we add a 0, becomes 70. See, you guys are recognizing these numbers. You've heard them before, right? 8, you add a 0, and it becomes 80. What does it become? 80. All right. 9, you add a 0, and it becomes the number 90. What is it? 90. All right, and then we have 10, which we saw at the beginning, and we add another 0 to it. It becomes, not quite, it becomes 100. What is it? And look how fast that is. We just used 10 numbers to count to 100. So we're going to go back through them, and I'm going to see if you can remember what these numbers are called. What's this one? We know this one.
10.
What is this one?
20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90.
All right, good. Some of us are still struggling a little bit, but that's okay because we're going to do an activity that's going to help you remember it really well. And I am going to let Teagan explain our activity to you. Yep.
Okay,
Actually,
so what we're going to do today is we're going to build
have to
an
be
ice cream cone out of our tens, and we're going to count all the way to 100. So you guys are going to be in groups, and it's just groups at your table. You guys will all get a cone, and you're going to go one at a time in your group and start with 2, 10, and then 20, 30, all the way up. So if we're counting from 10 to 100, how many scoops of ice cream are we going to have? 10. Good job. Okay. So you guys can...
Here's the thing, though. We want you to be able to start, recognizing these numbers. So we just have a bunch of ice cream scoops spread out in the back. and we're going to actually have you guys search for all of the numbers that you need yourselves. And I know that it might be a little hard to remember what you're looking for, so you are more than welcome to use your number chart that we have, and you're looking for the circled numbers. So when you're ready, send one person from your group to find these numbers for you.
But you have to put it in order. So you can go get 10 and regular ice cream. You need the number chart.
I guess we just walk around now. Do you have the cherries?
You can only find one at a time.
You have to find them in order. So you have to start with 10.
Oh, no, I need 10.
Oh, she was.
There's a ton of them. Okay.
I only have 2. Yay. And when you guys are done, raise your hands and one of us will come check it for you. It's looking good, guys. Hang on. All right. You guys obviously have this down, but just for a little bit more practice, we're going to mix them all up. And, we're going to see just how good you guys are.
You guys are doing so good. I can never.
Just a little extra practice.
I'm like, sorry, we're making this a huge joke, but it's great.
No, we want you to act like 5-year-olds.
It's a great.
All right, go for it. Practice again. Looking good, guys. All right, just as a little extra practice, if you want, mix them up and do it again. Just to get that recognition and repetition.
I need a cherry, please.
10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. Awesome job, guys. I'm so proud of you. You guys, if you want, you can mix them up again if you feel like you need a little bit more practice, because, practice makes perfect, right? All right.
There we go.
Awesome. 10, 20, 30. You got so close, all right? So close. Are you guys using your number charts that we gave you? You lost it? It's right there. This is actually the order that they're going to go in. So you guys are so close. You just have a few that are mixed up here. I want you guys to evaluate it and see if you can figure out how the order should go. It's so close. Not quite, but remember, if we take off the zeros,
I love you guys.
this is, what is 1 lower or higher than 2?
10 is down here.
Yeah, right. You just, if it struggles, just take off the 0, and we know which numbers are bigger if we don't have a 0, right?
Right.
So just cover up the zeros. So we have 30 in the right place. But is 6 smaller than 4? No.
Yes.
What about, is 6 smaller than 5?
Yes.
Is it? We know this. All right, and look at that. It's in the right order. I'm going to give you a cherry for now, but I want you guys to mix them up and try it again.
Oh, we got cherry.
Now that we know, and use this time. You guys are doing great. Huh? We have a minute? Yeah, okay. All right, kindergartners. All right, we're going to move on. Thank you guys for your participation in that activity. You want to do questions?
Yeah. So a few questions we have for you guys. So when counting to 100, do you guys think it's faster to count by ones or tens? Tens. Why is that?
Because there's only 10 numbers.
Good job.
Is there a pattern when counting by 10? No. What is the pattern?
Here, I can do the next one.
What is the rule to remember when counting by tens?
What's the fast little trick that I taught you at the beginning of this lesson? Correct. Good job.
And then when counting by tens, is this more useful for bigger or smaller amounts? Bigger.
All right.
Okay. Well, hope you'll use that in the future.
Yes. It's really going to help you.
Do you need to pick up the ice cream?